What's going on, everybody? I'm Johnny Martinez, and you are plugged in to the Shoot the Shit podcast special New Year's Eve edition. It's Tuesday, about 1:05 p.m., and I'm feeling good. Today, we're going to be talking about some raw conversations, having some 2024 scenarios, and talk about all kinds of shit. So we're shooting the shit with JRock and my man Chancla Academy. You guys can be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us watching, so thank you guys. What's up, JRock?
He's cussing up a storm today, bro.
I am.
I'm
cussing.
okay? What's going on today, Johnny?
Shoot the shit is in our name, bro.
No, I got it.
It's in our name. I don't think I dropped the F-bomb that time,
The shit?
did I?
No, I'll probably drop a couple of those today. I'm just letting you know. I'm a little heated today, bro. I'm not going to talk about it right now. I'm going to see if I can calm down.
It's because you're fat. That's why you're heated.
It's exactly what it is, bro. It's a little hot. It's a
little hot. Hey, so maybe being less fat will be your New Year's resolution.
Being less fat?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Hey, but you have lost some LBs.
I have lost some LBs as of late.
No, don't do that, because then you'll lose your ass.
Oh, you think I'm going to lose my culo?
I swear to God, as a straight man, I have never been obsessed with another man's ass like I have been yours. All right? There's just, I don't know, it's just so voluptuous.
So that's why you like me around, huh?
That's the only reason why I come around.
Well, I noticed when I saw you in the parking lot, you looked straight at his ass.
Oh, yeah.
You made a comment.
Yeah, I went up to go shake his hand, but he goes low instead of high.
Yeah, like, just turn around, let me smack you.
I'm going to adjust your camera real quick. Johnny, go ahead. Take it away for a second, brother.
Yeah, so like I said, we are live. This is a special edition. This is our last 2024 podcast live episode. I don't know if we're doing any more today. JRock, I mean, you probably have some tricks up your sleeve, but this is my last podcast of 2024. We've had some fucking good guests, man.
Yeah.
We've had a blast in 2024. We've had some Tejano singers. We've had polka singers. We've had comedians. We've had you.
Yeah.
We were able to produce a pretty high-profile podcast a couple of weeks ago. We might talk about that. We just had a lot of connections, a lot of good relationships that we're able to do here, man. And life is all about relationships. If you ain't building relationships, you're falling off the wagon and you're not exceeding where you need to be. Because people always say, "Oh man, I need to get better. I need to do this. I need to do that." New Year's resolutions, new year, new me. Just change your freaking thought process.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for people who want to change their life, man?
Yeah. You're done speaking, though. I don't want to talk over you.
Because you're known to talk over people.
I talk over people all the fucking time. You know what? I always try to tell everybody I've been working with in the last year to kind of just do it. Because, I mean, dude, the one thing I've learned is you're going to meet a lot of people that are all about just talking about it. That's it. They get this comfort about just talking about it. And I have put myself in some very unique situations over the year or the last 4 years of me doing what I do. I just put it out there and I just fucking do it. Whether I win or fail at whatever it is that I'm trying to accomplish, I just do it. But you also learn from those mistakes. Then you also learn from those accomplishments. Then you meet a lot of great people along the way. So what are you waiting for? Just stop talking about it and just fucking do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. It doesn't matter what it is. If you want to start your own festival, podcast, create content, whatever. My idiot son was like, I want to make money on social media. This motherfucker made $500 doing TikTok battles. You know?
Hell yeah.
I'm like, bitch, pay the rent. Fucking give me some money.
So TikTok battles. What are you talking about?
So TikTok battles are a formal way. It's the popular way of begging without begging.
Yeah.
No, so what you do is you go live with somebody else, and then their follower. It's your followers against their followers. So they'll send you gifts, and those gifts are worth money. And so they go from 99 cents all the way to I think $1,000. And if people like you, the person that sends you the most money will make you win the battle. So my son can make anywhere from $40 to $50 an hour doing battles. And you just battle random people throughout the day.
So what does he do? Does he show his chest or show his nalgas?
No, he's just there like, come on, guys, I got to win. My dad wants me to get a regular job and I don't want to work. I want to be a bum. And they're like, yeah, we don't want you to have a real job. And
my dad's got to pay the bills.
Yeah. You don't give me shit, motherfucker.
So that's when you see on the TikTok live, when you see the little roses.
Yeah.
And the little gift boxes,
yeah,
things like that. So when I'm scrolling, when I'm bored, I scroll through TikTok and I go through the lives on purpose.
Yeah.
Right? And there's all kinds of things there, man. There's girls that are half naked. There's dudes in a foreign country that are dancing around trying to get
like
trying to
waiting
get
for
money.
you.
Yeah. So they're
That's
like
the fucking funniest.
they're like watching the screen like this, and when they get a gift, they start dancing around.
Like, thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So we see all kinds of stuff, man.
Yeah.
And TikTok is where it's at right now.
Yeah, well, for a little bit longer, it's gonna get banned.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
pretty
it's gonna
sure.
get banned or what? I hope it doesn't, man.
TikTok has been really weird in the last year, but I can see why. I'm almost kind of hoping it gets banned only because it's been absolute dog shit the last year. I've been on the platform for 4 years, and me and other creators that have like literally put our blood, sweat, and tears in it. It's just like they're kicking us to the curb for I don't know what. It's literally QVC now. I mean, it's just, oh, did you get this on the TikTok shop? And I'm like, fuck, dude. I have a friend who is a celebrity. Okay. He's a B-list celebrity, but he still gets a lot of work. This guy has resulted into fucking doing promos for, I just got this watch and it's waterproof. I'm like, bro, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna stoop that low. I can't. That's when it's like Dancing with the Stars. That's where the celebrities that got nothing left, that's where they go. Collect their final check. And just, that's it. They dance for their life and then it's over.
Dude, I've spent so much money on TikTok Shop.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say on
Just from
spilled
bullshit.
liquor.
On what? Oh, I spent more money last year on spilt liquor.
Spilled liquor.
And that's JRock with his WWE post, man. Or WWE talk. So, dude, let's talk about you a little bit. So, you're a comedian, stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Right? You're a TikTok influencer, social media influencer all around. You got a shitload of followers.
Yeah.
You got a following, bro. So, whenever you post something, it could be stupid, it could be funny, it could be serious. People are going to watch.
Yeah.
Right? And I've seen some of your stuff, right? So, that's a power.
Yeah.
It's a powerful thing.
Yeah. So I don't really like to call myself an influencer, and the only reason because is and video creator is probably like even cringier to even call yourself. But like I feel like influencers sell you shit. They're always trying to try this product. Here's my get ready for today. I think I'm just more of an entertainer. It was something that I had always wanted to do growing up as a kid. The last time I was on the podcast with JRock, we were talking about how like my mom used to kind of just like lock us up in a room, and there was we're gonna get drunk and do cocaine.
What's wrong with that?
Don't bother us. They threw us crackers in the room and shit. And and I would watch the comedy tapes that my uncle would leave there, Sam Kinison, Robin Williams, those kind of guys, and so I would watch those, but then I would watch a lot of like, especially if it was on a Saturday. That's when everybody got drunk at my grandfather's house. Sábado Gigante would come on, and
all those naked chicks on there.
Oh yeah, I wanted to see what the chacal looked like under that.
A la cama con porcel. You remember that show?
Oh, you were making me shake my titties here.
The girls would come out like with little lingerie and they start dancing
Fucking
and singing.
Don
and
Francisco,
stuff.
fucking pervert, right?
And what were you doing, pervert? What were you doing there in your closet? Hey, I told you, we get raw and we're authentic on here. Genuine.
Fuck yeah, I was getting raw. What are you talking about?
Raw dog.
No, but I would just watch this stuff, and I was just like, yeah, you know what? If I do anything, I want to be like a TV personality, a host, if you will, and it just kind of became my personality growing up. Like I always just was. I would exaggerate stuff that I would say and do just because I was trying to emulate these people. And, COVID happened. And I think COVID, whether people want to see it as a bad thing or a good thing, I see it as a good thing because it really brought out a lot of it brought me out as a person in terms of if COVID never happened, I wouldn't be here. I'd still be at home, fucking miserable at my 9-to-5 fucking job and doing nothing about it.
COVID saved your life.
COVID saved my life. It nearly killed me, but also saved my life tremendously and like really put me on the path of where I wanted to go. Because it really tested my ability to, hey, can I perform? Can I entertain? Can I learn how to run a business? Do I got what it takes? But it also brought out a lot of stupid people too. And but with that, I mean, it's given me material to do the things that I do now. Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm pretty grateful for it. But yeah, I mean, I've been doing this for 4 years I haven't had a 9-to-5 in the last 4 years. So I'm really blessed to be able to do what I do right now.
So you are an entertainer, bro. You're very entertaining. You're very you're whenever you do something, you go all the way. So I love your videos. So if those of you watching, if you have not watched his or followed his TikTok or his Instagram, you've done a lot of great shit, man. It's hilarious. and it hits home. It's relatable.
Yeah.
So you did a gig or you did a skit. When you go to Target, you wait for your wife.
Yeah.
I do that shit all the time. I say, hey, take your time, take an hour, 2 hours, and I'm gonna rest and I'm gonna go to sleep in the car. I put the AC on full blast and I put the seat back and I'm out, dude.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of husbands doing that because I look around the parking lot and I see dudes next to me.
I have to tell my wife that I'm going to be on in a meeting, on a call, because if I don't go into the store with her, she'll FaceTime me in the store where I don't want to be.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, I want to just show you this thing really quick or whatever. And I'm just like, fuck, man. I don't even,
And
stay
what
in
is
the
it?
car.
Makeup and candles
Stupid
and shit.
But my wife's not stupid, bro. She does this, like, there'll be times where we go to the store. My wife likes to window shop a lot of the times. And she'll do this thing where she tries to see if I have money. And so she'll put something up and she'll send me a picture or she'll FaceTime me. She's like, oh, I saw this cute little rug, but, next time it's only $5 or whatever. And I'm all like, fuck, man. I have $5. And I'm thinking that in my head. And she's like, but maybe next time. And then I'm like, how much is it? What's $5? Do you want it? Yeah. I'll cash app you. Okay. And then that 5 turns into like, next thing you know, I sent her $100.
Dude, Target, you don't go spend $5 in Target, bro.
No.
So I don't know if it's the music in there or the colors or what, but you go in there for one or two things and you end up leaving with a $150 bill.
I heard that the color red makes you buy more.
That's
why
I heard too.
HEB is red.
Well, Target.
Target and HEB are red. I go to Walmart, I'm fucking depressed. Like, like if there was an entertainment cap for shopping, Walmart's the place to go. Like, this is complete depression. Yeah. But I don't. Even when I'm in Target, I want to buy shit. Well, after I see the price, I'm kind of like, ah. But it makes me want to buy stuff too. But my wife can. Oh my god, she says we just go window shopping a lot of the times too. She just she's already spending my check for the next week. She's like, we need this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And I'm like, we're not gonna.
And you're over here getting a headache. You're like, fuck, we don't need any of this stuff.
I'll pretend I'm on the fucking phone.
Dude, guys can sleep. Dude, I can sleep in a 1-bedroom apartment, efficiency apartment, kitchen, bed, TV. It's in a bathroom. That's really all
I sleep in the fucking bathroom.
Yeah.
My wife I've been with my wife for 25 years, and the one thing I hate that she does every fucking time. Look, there's only so many places I can go in my house. I can go to the living room. The living room is attached to the kitchen, and then the bathroom. I get up. Where are you going? Like, what the fuck? There's only a few places. I'm gonna go to the backyard. Why? Why are you going? If late at night I go to the living room, she's like, "Oh, I guess you don't want to sleep in the same bed with me." I'm like, "Our 6-year-old daughter sleeps in the middle. I can't grab any ass cheeks. I can't do anything. So why the fuck am I gonna fucking sleep in this bed?"
So every night?
Every night my daughters are... Look, my daughters have their own room, okay? We decorated it. They both sleep in our bedroom.
So when do you find time to be intimate?
I ain't getting no pussy never.
Bathroom, backyard?
No bathroom, nothing. I'm just scrolling.
You want to take a shower?
The shower's a stand-up shower. I can't get on my knees, bro. This shit hurts my fucking...
I can't get on my knees.
She's like, you want to go out to eat? I'm like, not with these knees, bitch.
Hell no.
No.
Dude, you need some knee pads or something.
I know. I bought the fucking Scrub Daddies.
They're $5 at Target.
So I can fucking... Because they get soft in the water. So those are the knee pads I fucking use to... But we're going to those two now, so the stand-up shower is not the circumference of that fucking stand-up shower ain't wide enough for the both of us.
I mean, let's think about that. I mean, there's ways to get freaky standing up. I mean, I don't know. It's hard. It depends on how
short,
tall
bro.
the other person is.
I'm short. And my wife's like about an inch and a half taller than me. So it's like a
should make
Chihuahua
it a
trying to
little
hump
easier.
a Great Dane. Well, sir, when you're not well endowed.
Well, hey, 3 inches is okay, I think. Right? I mean, it's a job. It's gotten you some children.
Yeah.
It's gotten you some children.
So it works.
I have to lay on my back for it to all come out.
You have to lay in a certain position to make sure you get the right amount out there.
Hey, we warned the watchers. Hey, we're gonna be talking about raw, authentic shit with a comedian here. All right, an entertainer. He's also a podcast host.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. And you're also an aspiring adult film star.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna be raping fucking Justin's ass. So
Yeah.
This little black couch. Come sit here. So room for your nalgas.
So we should have an extended couch, casting couch, and that's where you and Justin can get intimate, maybe.
Yeah. I don't think I have enough to get it in there. That's too.
Because if Justin if he put a wig on, bro.
Yep.
and you see him from the back, you'd be
I
like,
told
wow.
him he looks like all the lesbians in San Antonio. And straight up dyke over here.
Hey,
I don't know how I feel about that.
You think he's got that pretty face?
He does. He's got that pretty face.
Yeah,
his
no.
dimples are so cute.
Yeah, I get that all the fucking time. The dimples, man, and I'll take it, but it's got to come from a woman. You got to have a vagina.
No, I think those aren't dimples. Those are thumb marks from the guys doing this.
See, now I'm not gonna get that out of my head, man. I'm gonna be thinking about you and JRock
God
with thumb
damn it,
marks.
dude! What the fuck is going on right now? There's the first F-bomb.
See, that just happened. So, dude, you're a podcast host. How long have you been podcasting?
So I had a podcast previously called A La Chambirdies, and it was supposed to be kind of like this what the fuck type moment stuff. And I did like 40 episodes. And it was with a lot of friends that I knew. And then it was also with, local celebrities, like people from the news and stuff. And I'd go back and watch these episodes, and it really wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't turning out to what I wanted it to be. I had some friends that were really reserved about, I don't know if I could say this, I don't know if I could say that, and you should delete that part. And I was kind of, fuck, I'm going to delete the whole fucking thing. So I deleted it. I said, I'm never going to bring back a podcast ever again. I felt like it was like a waste of my time. And then, I started talking to some other people that I knew really well, and they were like, hey, man, you should really focus on yourself and do these things. And it was a whole deep conversation. Anyways, I said, you know what? I'm going to bring back the podcast for next year, and I'll see what happens. And all I was trying to do was just trying to figure out, like, who should I have on my podcast? So I was already waiting for the typical, like, local influencer stuff. And somebody actually tagged Gabriel Iglesias in that video. And when they tagged him, he actually responded. I was at a fucking Walmart when I fucking opened my phone.
Shopping for tampons.
Depressed, right? You're depressed.
Just suppressed. I think I'm just going to off myself right here in the baby section. I want to be aborted. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, oh, this is bull. I thought somebody just reshared my story and tagged him again. But he put the little gif of him like, let's do it. And then I messaged him, and sure enough, like my first podcast to kick off the new year was Gabriel Iglesias. He was already following me thanks to Steve Trevino.
Yeah.
He's the reason why Gabriel is following me. But I don't know. I believe in fate, and God puts you in certain places and positions that you need to be. Because I'd be dead honest, I was never going to bring back the podcast. I'll even be more honest. I just put it up as a fucking joke. I was like, nobody's gonna fucking want, like, who? But no, you guys came in and y'all helped me produce the show, which I think I'm so grateful for you guys, especially JRock over here. I mean, y'all did an amazing fucking job. And sorry again, Gabriel, for talking over you. Fuck. I mean, you've been telling your story all your life. Why can't I just talk over you for a little bit? Yeah, no, I mean, I've always wanted to talk to people that I found interesting. And I really wanted to just kind of like shoot the shit with them, but pick their brain and not do the tradition. Like, everybody knows who these people are. They've already know what they've done. To say, oh, your audience may not know them. No, people know who you are. I just want to ask just stupid shit or whatever. Just how we enjoyed the podcast that day. Yeah. I just want to be me and just ask questions I would ask. Because when do you get an opportunity, even for an hour, to sit with somebody that you looked up to pretty much all of your life as a comic?
Hardly ever.
Hardly ever. So why the fuck would I not talk over him? But you want to get in.
And to even be nervous, bro, like to have a guest at that high caliber of a celebrity. He is a celebrity, man. Like he's up there.
Yeah, and I was intimidated too. I mean, that guy was like dead-eyed, like locked into my eyes, engaging with me. So you know when you grow up to not ever experiencing that kind of shit, of course it's you get nervous.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you do? And that's part of a lot of it. I was excited and I was nervous and I was trying to I wanted to get as much as I could in there within that 1 hour, because it's like, will I ever get to do this again? Probably not, especially in this way. So I did what I did, and I mean, it was a great success, but I mean, y'all guys made it look fucking amazing. Yeah.
So let's talk about that. So leading up to it, man, you said you had nerves. Hell, even I get nervous sometimes doing some of these shows.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's an unorthodox thing. I mean, we're in a studio with cameras, and you want to make sure everything is perfect.
Yeah.
You want to make sure you get your message out, and cameras are looking good, the producer's on point, the guests are going to be engaging, the audience, all that kind of stuff. So that's the nervousness I get, but it's natural.
Yeah.
And so we talked a little bit about before your show, and you were calm, cool, and collected. Even though I know inside you were like, "Shit, it's Gabriel Iglesias. I got to put on a good performance because if I ask the wrong question or if I get stuck, he's going to notice, and everybody else is going to notice,
Right?
Because this is potentially millions of people watching this podcast.
Exactly.
So you're thinking about all that. All that shit's going through your head.
It's running through my head, and then on top of that, having to coordinate, with everybody too, like with you guys, and then making sure that's good, and with Casey from Bud Jones and Jimmy from Iguana Burrito, and having to make sure that Prestige, when they watch this podcast, they're going to be impressed by it, and are they going to let me back to do it again? And there's so many factors. It wasn't just Gabriel; it was a whole thing.
Right.
You're trying to make every single person as happy and comfortable as possible.
Yeah.
And you don't want anything to go wrong because it's just going to take one person to just, complain about whatever. And it's just like everything falls apart.
Yeah.
But I learned to just be calm and cool because I worked in restaurants all of my life. I worked with hundreds and hundreds of people. I worked at the Walt Disney Company for a little while. I was a manager for one of their parks for a little bit. And you're working under 100 employees that are under you. Like, you have all these people, you have to be entertaining at the same time, be professional, and do your thing. So I learned it from that. Plus, when you're married too for a long time, you gotta fucking be calm. But yeah, no, I'll be honest with you. I literally probably like threw up twice the day before. I cried a little bit.
There you go, man.
And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna get this right. I'm gonna get this right. And still, things probably didn't, in my head, were going fine. Gabriel probably was like, okay, this guy's talking over me, but it's whatever. But it was just one of those moments where you don't really know what it's like until you're there when you're put in the hot seat, because everybody's always cocky, like, I got this, I can do this. But man, when I got put in that hot seat to actually do it, man, it's a whole different world.
Yeah.
All the questions you thought of in your head that you recited go away.
Yep.
Everything, like, it's just
People don't understand the importance of what this is. Like, I've been able to come on here and be myself, which is great, and I love it. There's not a lot of things that I sugarcoat, really, but I think what we do in this podcast world is that's what it's supposed to be about. Like, talk about what you're doing, who you're building relationships with, depending on the podcast that is.
Yeah.
But I think what you can look back on that podcast is be like, man, what if you have him on later on? He's gonna be like, man, Chancla, you've grown. You know what I mean? And there's something that you can definitely grow off of that. But just like you got that opportunity, I think that's just, that happened for a reason. And I think, you'll definitely grow off of that shit.
Yeah, I think so too. It's just, I know that he did say that he wanted to come back. he did extend that, that olive branch.
Yeah.
But he was like, I'll definitely come back and do it again. And so, that for me made me feel more comfortable. But it just tells you too, like, are you ready for these caliber of people, right? But again, it goes back to what you said, what you asked. What advice? Like, just fucking do it. Who cares if you fucked up? In the beginning, I was kind of in my head about it, and I talked to Justin about it. But then I look at it more, and I'm like, who cares if I fucked up? Yeah. Who cares? This was my first like major celebrity interview. I could just do more. After him, we're talking to Colin Clifton's Jr. He's an Oscar winner. This guy's got a bunch of movies under his belt. Yeah. That guy's like super chill, which
he was awesome.
Yeah, that guy's super chill.
He was really cool to chat with. Even when we're doing setup, we had a couple difficulties, so we're kind of setting up. But he was just super chill, wanting to talk. Like it was cool, man. I think a lot of people look at celebrities a certain way because of obviously depending on how high caliber they are.
Yeah.
But I think deep down, everybody's got to understand they're fucking humans just like us, man.
Well, you know what I love about Colin? And I told him this. I was like, dude, you made me feel like he personally called me, like, to my phone. He's like, give me your number. FaceTimed me. And we were just chatting. Like, he was talking to me like he knew me for forever. I think that's what really broke the ice.
No, for sure.
Where now when I talk to him and I see him, I'm comfortable because I'm like, if I was given an opportunity to do the same thing with Gabriel, even though I kind of had already like talked to him, I think it would have been more of like, I think I would have been more comfortable.
Yeah.
But
and that, bro, I'll be real with you. I've had this conversation with you. As many podcasts as I watch every week, you can really see when people are fucking uncomfortable with somebody that they shouldn't be uncomfortable with. You're on television. You're these top athletes. There's many different people that are out there, and they look awkward as fuck sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I think people need to understand that a little bit more. How that shit, man. Just have conversation. Be a little more open. You know what I mean? No matter who you are, I feel so.
Dude, what I love about podcasting is we're building relationships on air.
Yeah.
So you and I kind of talked sparingly. We talked a little bit, but we just had a breakfast shot.
I was going to bring that up.
Prior to this, right? And we're building a relationship on camera.
Yeah.
Live on air. And we're being comfortable with each other and we're being confident. So one thing that I love what podcasts bring, and I encourage people, come on as a guest.
Yeah.
Come on to host your own podcast. It's going to bring you the intangible of confidence.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are kind of weary and not confident on camera. Once you can accomplish the element of hosting a podcast or being on a podcast, being interviewed and feel comfortable on camera, bro, that's next level. And nobody can ever take that away from you.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this. So you were with Chancla, or not Chancla, with Fluffy.
Yeah.
All right. You were with Fluffy on there and you already accomplished that.
Yeah.
Right? Whether you think that you did well or not, it doesn't matter. He thought highly enough of you that he wanted to come on your podcast and he told you, man, Chancla, I want to come back.
Yeah.
Your level of confidence probably soared. I know you're a humble guy.
Yeah.
But now you say, man, I can do this.
Yeah.
This is my calling.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the way JRock and I are. We can talk to anybody, bro. I can talk to a scientist. I can talk to a teacher, a military person, a comedian. I can talk to musicians. It doesn't matter. I can bring some kind of conversation to anybody.
I
can
I
talk
talked
to
to
the
myself
wall.
in the car. I thought I was a pro at this shit.
Yeah. But it's the truth. And you talked about being married. Being married and negotiating and having those conversations, the tough conversations with your wife, that is similar to being on the hot seat.
Yeah, it is. It is because everything changes every single day. I mean, women are a particular type of creature mentally, and it's just kind of like, okay, you don't know what kind of curveball questions you're going to get from your wife. Every day I get asked, she's like, you're cheating on me. I'm like, I've been married to you for 25 years. I don't think I want to be with another woman ever in my life. But yeah, I mean, I've spoke in public before I've spoken in front of 4,000 people at my Rock Fest, my first annual Rock Fest. I've done radio. I've done TV, live TV, dozens of times.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought I had this in the bag for sure. I was like, I got this. But again, when you're presented with something new that you've never really experienced, because I mean, again, at the end of the day, you're just interviewing somebody, right? Mm-hmm. But I think the takeaway from this is that all these people that I've talked to that I was comfortable with, I got an opportunity to talk to them beforehand, right? They were already fans, or I've talked to them through DMs, and I kind of got to know them, and that made me comfortable. But for the first time, I was like, there are going to be a lot of times where you're just not going to be prepared. Right. You're not going to get the opportunity to break the ice with them. You're going to have to do it live on air in front of everybody. And if you bomb, I treated it like a stand-up show. If my comments bombed, they bombed. Like when I was trying to tell him the story about my dad, and that shit wasn't going anywhere with him. It was kind of like, it was whatever.
And I appreciate it, but like on my podcast, he killed it.
Yeah.
Like, you literally put out a fucking clip for us, bro. You know what I mean? And then when I saw that you were going to talk about it to him, I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. But then you cut it short. I was like,
no, because he was looking at me you know, when somebody's staring at you and they're looking at you like, yeah, I don't find, like, where are you going with this? I have this thing where I can read your face and I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm going to cut it here because this is not going to go it's just going to bomb with him. So that's what I was telling you. When I do stand up, I like to read. I like to see my audience.
Yeah.
Because if I'm talking about something, I'm like, okay, I can already tell this is not working. I'm going to move this direction. So that was with him. I just could see it in his face. And I was just like, oh, this guy's like, shut the fuck up.
No.
You don't even know your dad. Yeah. But you're talking to a comic though, you know, these guys, they know what's funny, what's not, what works. I felt like I was kind of trying a little bit, but no, I mean,
But Chancla, there's sometimes it's not all about being funny if you're talking to a comedian.
Yeah.
It's about keeping it real, talking about life experiences and life shit. And that's what I like to talk about sometimes. Hell, I like to be funny, but I like talking about real life shit that people can relate to.
Yeah.
And that's just something that I bring to the table.
I think for me too, it's not even like when I talk to anybody, I'm not trying to set up a joke. I'm just telling you shit that really happened in my life.
Yeah.
And I was super grateful you know what was the most important takeaway, even though I think for me, and this may sound corny to some people, but I have been praying to God for a long time to try to kind of find an answer to like, if I'm doing stand up, am I doing the right thing? Am I going down the right path? Like I was asking all these questions, and Gabriel pretty much answered. I felt like God spoke through him when he told me that he hasn't written a single fucking joke, that it records everything. He's just telling stories. I saw the Steve Trevino podcast he did, and he pretty much answered a question that I wanted to ask, but it slipped my mind. And he was telling me, he was just like, where he was telling Steve, he's like, dude, he has people in the industry telling him that he needs to do like this whole setup, the traditional setup for a joke.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not telling jokes. I'm just telling you stories that have happened to me. And I've been telling this to comics for forever. And they're like, no. You got to write your joke. You got to do this. There's got to be beat. And because for me, don't get me wrong, I love comedy, but a lot of comics sound very monotone, very scripted.
Yeah.
So they're remembering their lines. And I'm like, for me, I can tell you my dad's story again, but it'd be totally different from what I tell you the next time you see me. Yeah. And that's kind of how my brain works. I can't remember that kind of shit. So when he said that boosted my confidence. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this for a little while longer. I'm going to do it a little long because I didn't know that you could do comic that way. And I'm glad that the podcast happened. So I'm just going to,
it's huge, man. I mean, hell, I was at Kill Tony last night. Dude, to see these
You drove all the way to Austin to kill Tony, and you couldn't even go to my fucking event and invite you for free. And you didn't even have to pay the $100 to get in.
Damn,
bro. I know.
Call his ass out, Chancla.
Either you're
He is
racist
calling
and
me
didn't
out,
want to
jeez.
see the black DJ, or you just don't like me. I don't know.
Hey, I didn't get invited to any of his shit, so
Hey,
you're better than I
Hey,
am.
I said bring Johnny.
get covered on.
No, but
No, yeah, going to Kill Tony, man, and just seeing these, it was really cool because I got there and I fucking bought one ticket. I bought this a while back.
Yeah.
I was gonna go by myself. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go, right? So I go and I end up sitting in an area where all the comedians are sitting to go on.
Yeah.
And this is the HEB Center. So these people showed up apparently like at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. The show didn't start till 8, and then they got in. They were able to see. But when I was waiting on the in the area to get some nachos and shit, they were talking and they were like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm here." And I remember seeing one of those guys just talking, right, excited, and they're like, "Well, good luck, man. Good luck." Dude, they call his name, and it was his first time ever on the show, and they just ate they ate him up, bro. Like,
Yeah.
he ate shit too. He bombed. But to have that confidence, man, to go and sign up, be in front of an HEB Center, full pack, sold out arena, to do that and to have that balls, it was like, man, that takes it. You know
You
what I mean?
just gotta do it.
And that's the same thing with this. Like, I think that's where almost you were at in a way, right? Like, you didn't know where it was going to go, but to have that fucking opportunity, that chance, why miss out? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think he bombed. I'll tell you that.
oh, there comes the guy with the bread.
Here he goes.
He's bringing some pan dulce.
Fuck, man, you took forever, bro.
All right, so this is a live
Dude, I
podcast.
like that
So we got
hat.
people stopping in the studio from time to time. We got bad boy Ben Marungo.
What's up, bro? Dude, look
What
at
up,
that
Ben?
hat, dude.
He's bringing goodies. He's bringing. So
What's up, brother?
he owns a bakery, a Mexican bakery here in the area,
I do a change plug in there?
and he's bringing in some sweet goods.
Can I plug it in or what?
Plug it in. That's
Okay.
it. What do you
Put
got?
me on right here. Where we at?
Right there. Go
All
ahead.
right.
The new City Bakery live. Yeah, on 1304 West San Antonio Street. Get them while they're hot. Order now at 830-620-7128.
That bad looks cold.
That shit just happened. What up, my brother?
Oh, hell yeah.
What's up?
So yeah, again, guys, man, it's just pretty awesome, man. Getting people in here in the studio, having some fun, and it's yes. What'd you call me?
Called you a lesbian.
Look at Chancla, I'm gonna tear that shit out.
Shit, man.
So I know you're about to eat some food, man. So comedy's where it's at right now. Comedy's making a comeback. Not that it went anywhere; it's always been here.
Yeah,
but
hell
comedy
yeah.
is now mainstream. You have it on Netflix. You have it in cities. Every single city now, every major city has comedians coming on, aspiring comedians, and it's tough being a comedian because we talked about it earlier. What you said, Chancla, this area is saturated, right? No, it's not. You just have to be able to stand out. You got to figure out how can I stand out amongst the rest of the pack. And then you guys aren't even listening to what the hell I'm saying.
I'm laughing at Chancla because the way
Because he's eating this damn this
All I hear is
glazed donut.
he's devouring this shit.
I'm sorry.
What does it taste like? Tell us. What flavors are you tasting in your mouth right now? Because you
It
had
tastes-
no problem telling
That's
the
what she
flavor of my
said.
ass earlier.
Well, let me tell you what it tastes like. It tastes like not my wife's cooking. So, I don't think I'll be constipated from this.
So is this a good thing or a bad thing?
Is this what non-processed food tastes like? Or is this real bread?
That's like a McDonald's cheeseburger.
Hey, you know they changed their bread? Look, it tastes like shit now.
What?
McDonald's?
Yeah, they changed their bread, bro. I don't
I don't know.
that.
I couldn't. I can't tell.
You can't tell? What? Really?
How badass do you got to be like, oh, they changed their bread?
Boy, you could just tell. I could tell by the bread. You can't
Somebody
tell.
at that McDonald's must fucking hate you because they're like, hey, give me these fucking brioche buns.
Dude, I like the McRib.
What?
McRib's
I've never
great.
had the McRib before.
Dude, you're missing out.
What? What is in that fucking meat? That's what I'm worried
You like
about.
the McRib?
McRib.
You like the McRib?
Oh, I love it. I already knew it was coming out November 27th.
November 27th. He was like, I knew the release party and everything.
just fucking- they
Did
just
you
hear-
get a fucking party for that
They
one,
just
Chancla?
fucking, he just pulls up. They don't even. They already know who he is. Oh, McRib with extra sauce. All right, pull up.
Extra sauce, extra pickles, and
What?
extra onion.
Yeah, so pickle,
Damn.
so it's pickles and onions on
What
that
else
thing?
is in there?
It's a pickles
I
and
don't know. I
onions.
didn't dig too far in there.
Yeah,
I grabbed the
what's
first
in
thing
there?
I saw.
Maybe I might want something. What's in there?
A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Here, let me hand that back to you there. Bad boy.
See, that's the same response when
see,
my
let
wife
me
makes
see.
me food, and she just serves me a plate. I'm just like, man, that's a lot of stuff. What is that?
a lot of stuff.
What is that?
So there's
If I had a New Year's resolution for losing weight, I wouldn't be touching that thing.
Man, if
You gotta be careful.
my wife needs a New Year's
Bite into
resolution,
it, don't
man.
try to break it. Just bite into it. You
Does
see it?
bite into it?
Bite into it. You see what I'm saying?
Oh my god. I'll take one.
Hey, boy.
I'll take one. Okay, go ahead, Johnny. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. So we're talking about comedy,
Yep.
and you're a stand-up comic. How long have you been doing stand-up comedy?
Stand up, like as far as like, I guess professionally. I'm not even a professional. I've been doing it like in the last year in terms of like actual stand up, but I've been doing all of my bits online because for me, it's just not feasible to be able to go out every night and do 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes somewhere. I'm the only driver in my house. I do everything. I got to work a lot. So I do all of my bits online. So I've been doing it for like the last 4 years, but now like actually putting it to a stage, I think the last time me and JRock talked, I've done 9 or 10 shows now, like live shows in front of people.
Does your wife think you're funny?
No. Not at all. No, you know what's funny about my wife? My wife will try so fucking hard not to laugh at the shit I do. She tries so hard, especially the things I say, and she's like, "You're not even funny." And then I'll say something, and then she'll go, like she'll try to hold it in.
And she's like, "You're stupid."
Yeah, yes, exactly.
That sounds stupid.
Exactly. She's like,
No one's
you're
gonna
so,
laugh."
You're so fucking stupid. I'm like, Babosa, you know I'm funny, right? You know I'm funny.
No one's gonna laugh at that.
Yeah. But she's one of those. She tries to give me a fucking. I'm married to a white woman, so you know white women are not easily impressed at all.
Dude, a lot of wives don't like giving their
Especially
husbands
from a
credit,
Mexican too, right?
right? Let's just keep it real here.
Wait, what did you say?
Me and
A
you're gonna
lot
have a
of
whole
wives
separate.
don't like giving their husbands credit.
You and I
yeah.
are gonna have a
Like-
lot of conversation.
Like what I mean by that is like how funny they are or how good they are at something that they're not interested in.
Yeah.
Right? Because my wife likes comedy now.
Yeah.
I've been taking her to comedy shows. We went on a cruise and went to comedy shows every single night, and she likes comedy. And I don't know if she thinks you're funny. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No. She
Comedy is subjective. Remember?
she was laughing at you and Fluffy on the skit that you did.
Yeah.
You know, when he touched your hand and said, "Ooh, that's warm."
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, a lot of wives don't give their husbands credit.
Yeah.
Dude, the one you made last night fucking cracked me up, bro.
Which one?
You're sticking,
sticking my daughter in the-
sticking your daughter in the freezer. I told you to get the meat out.
Somebody-
I told you to
See,
get
that's
the
funny.
Somebody's like, "That's abuse." I was like, "Okay."
Okay, whatever. We're Mexican. She's used to it, right?
You're gonna have freaking CPS coming after you.
I have before. I had a CPS agent once show up to my house because somebody reported me. And it was one of my neighbors, and they're like, he's abusing his kids. And the lady came.
It's a skit.
It was funny. The lady comes. She comes into my house. Right. I haven't like appeared yet because I was in the bathroom, and my wife comes to the room. And she's like, "Joe, you know this lady's being serious. You know she saw the videos or whatever." I walk out I walk out and I'm like, fuck, okay, I'm about to fucking get scolded by this lady. I walk out and the lady just goes, because in the video, she didn't really, I guess she didn't recognize like who I was.
'Cause you're wearing a wig,
They just
right?
sent her videos. They didn't send her my page. They just gave my address and sent her 2 videos. Okay. She didn't see my page. But when she saw me, she's like, "Oh my God, it's you. And I was just like, oh, fuck, I know this bitch from high school. like, I didn't finger her, honey. Sorry, I promise.
I didn't touch her.
I didn't touch her. I was like, oh, fuck, I dodged a bullet.
Who's really getting hit? You ready?
Yeah, but then she recognized me and she's like, oh, you know what? Never mind. We're not even gonna. She's like, I follow you. I'm like, thank God this came in handy. Like, son of a bitch. I was like, I thought my kids were gonna get taken away. Well, they could have taken them for like 3 days or something, right? We want to see if you're okay.
We want a vacation.
Yeah.
Comedy saved your life.
So comedy saved my life, dude. Comedy has come in handy plenty of fucking times, plenty of times. But I forgot. I lost my train of thought. I forget what the question was. But hey, thank you, Gordo, for those cakes. Los pastelitos.
Into my game.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
fuck, damn.
Appreciate you, brother.
Hey, Bad Boy Ben just dropped by to give
Hell
us
yeah.
some gifts. That's
yeah,
it.
just
Yeah.
It's
what's up, man.
Christmas.
Love you, brother.
Thank you, Santa Claus.
Oh yeah.
Let me know where you're gonna be at.
All right, I'll be in San Antonio tonight.
What about you?
Where you gonna be at, Johnny?
I'll be right here doing cleaning up the studio.
I'll be at home miserable.
Happy New Year, mother.
Later, bro.
So stand-up
thought he was-
comedy, man. So what has been the best place or coolest place that you performed at?
Dude, here in New Braunfels. I shit you not. And here in New Braunfels. Because, so we did it at the Faust Brewery, right? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I've done San Antonio. San Antonio totally gets it. I did Austin. Austin was like, okay. But I don't know. There was just something about the energy of the crowd. Like, it was a mixture of, like, everybody got what I was saying. It felt really, really good. Chris Grullon, who was there as well, was like, man, you got like some really big pops and stuff, you know. And I was just, it felt good to act. I know my comedy's not going to work everywhere, but like, I don't know. I think because I could see the crowd and it was very intimate, and you know, people were literally at the point of sniffing my dick. That's how close they were sitting. Yeah. You want to see what my wife's been complaining about? Take a breathe in. You think vaping is bad for you. But no, it felt really good because I feel like everybody just got it. Like they connected. And I feel this was my first real good show. I mean, I did one in San Antonio at Our Lady of the Lake University. I did really, really well there too. But of course I had my people there. My fans have been wanting to watch me perform live. And that's all I've ever wanted was just that, right? So I say this, if you're a comedian and you only do your bits online and you've never actually done stand-up, but if you do a stand-up show, don't be intimidated by other comics that have to tell you, like, you have to be out there on a stage somewhere, you know, whatever. If you already have an audience and they're going to come out to pay to see you, they're going to come to see you. And they're going to have a good time. They're going to laugh at whatever it is the fuck you say at the end of the day. You know, I feel like a lot of comics right now kind of try to put pressure on you or intimidate you because they may be out there hustling, right? And don't get me wrong, it's a good hustle. But they get mad because you may have a bigger following than them. You might have bigger recognition or whatever. And they don't want to see you succeed in any way, shape, or form, like at all. And I've kind of seen that already.
It's not like they're trying to go to. It's not like you're going to a fucking circus show.
Yeah.
Right. No, you're going. You know, you're expected to go to a comedy show. So come with the knowing that you're gonna hear some humor. You're gonna hear. That's what I love about Kill Tony, man. Like, you're gonna fucking hear some racist jokes. You're gonna hear about, you know, fucking. They joked about abortions last night. Like, just
Damn, I would have been there.
you know what I mean? It's just fun to. Comedy is that what that is. Just go fucking have fun.
And that's what I mentioned. It's back.
Yeah.
Where you're
It
not
is back.
you're not handcuffed to be politically correct.
Yeah.
Now, some people are still going to be criticizing it. Oh, he's so offensive. Hell, some people might be offended by some of the stuff we're saying on this podcast here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't watch.
Yeah, I had a video that I did. And people were just, a lot of people were like, you know, after following you for so long, I didn't know you could be so disgusting and So I did this bit where it says when you meet your daughter's boyfriend for the first time, and I go, oh, you're afraid to come inside my house, but you're afraid to come inside my house, but not my daughter, huh? And and people just lost their fucking minds. But I'm like, I'm at that point where I'm just like, I'm remembering why the greats are the greats when they do their comedy. Like, you look at Dave Chappelle, that man can say anything.
He's not afraid.
He's not afraid.
he's not afraid.
You have to exude confidence when you say the things you say. And obviously you're going to have people online that are going to have their opinions and stuff or whatever. But I think for me, somebody told me that they would do things differently. But it's like, I wouldn't do things differently because I wouldn't be where I'm at if I did things differently. Yeah. And I do treat this like a business. I couldn't, because I've been doing it for 4 years. What I do works, and people want to be a part of that no matter what it is. I'm telling you, I have news, like legit, like national news correspondents. I have the CEO of the fucking San Antonio Zoo. And he follows me. Wow. So that tells you that I've seen the caliber of people that do follow me.
Right.
And I'm like, ain't nobody ever better fucking tell me that I'm doing something wrong, because there's like, how, you know what I mean? Like, why are these people following me? So it just proves to me that I'm doing everything that I'm doing right at this moment. So
people want to laugh, brother.
Yeah.
And people have different levels of
humor.
of comedy and humor. I might think Bill Cosby's funny back with the Jello pudding pops. And, I mean, he had a great stand-up comedy routine that he did. I thought it was funny, but he didn't have any cussing or anything. It wasn't really vulgar. Yeah. But then I like Kill Tony. I like who's the roast master. I like him.
I know who you're talking
Ross.
about. Jeff Ross. There you go.
Dude, that guy is vulgar.
Yeah.
But I love it. Because sometimes I like vulgarity.
Yeah.
Just a part of me. I'm a dude. I'm a 48-year-old man. And if I'm
48,
I'm 48.
What the fuck?
So if I'm always, thinking about being no cussing and all
ladies,
that,
if he divorces his wife,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he has the stamina of a 38-year-old man. Something.
Sometimes I have the stamina of a 95-year-old man.
You're like, fuck, where's my Cialis? Is that a new girl you're dating? Sure.
Hey, sometimes if you mix Viagra and Cialis together, boom. That's next level.
Blue Chew? Has that become Blue Chew?
I don't know what that is.
No, I used a Blue Chew once. Never again. Gave me diarrhea.
Gave you diarrhea?
Yeah.
It's supposed to go the other way.
No,
Not that way.
I had a hard shit coming out. That
what
thing
else
was,
gives you diarrhea?
My wife's cooking.
Local coffee shop and your wife's
Oh,
cooking.
yeah. Local coffee shops. Dutch Bros gives me chorro. I went to this new Braunfels coffee. Terrible coffee. I'm kidding. I've never been there before. I just saw it on the way in. But I passed it like I passed my wife's food. No, we did the breakfast shot, which was very intriguing. I was like, oh, God. When he was telling me it's a three, he told, the oyster bar. He told me it was a 3-part. I was like, man, if this motherfucker's going to make me swallow an egg yolk, I'm going to fucking spit it up. But no, he was like,
a goldfish?
Yeah.
Fucking worm, bottom of the tequila bottle.
This is not how we do sauna at home. You're not supposed to swallow the egg. But it was the shot and then the juice and the bacon. Dude, it tastes like I feel like fucking Veruca from Willy Wonka when she's eating the gum. I'm having tomato salad now. It was like maple pancakes. Like, it was so good. Yeah, I could fucking do that all fucking day.
Yeah, they'll sneak up on you though, bro.
There's people that do them all day, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Dude, I'm a lightweight when it comes to alcohol, especially like whiskey and stuff. And so when I took it, I already felt it kick in, like just that little bit. I was like, fuck, I feel so comfortable now.
He walked in without his chanclas on and everything.
Yeah. I know. I forgot to change my socks. My feet smell like Tostito chips.
Dude, I thought it smelled like Fritos, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. You got any bean dip?
Dude, you got onions and corns on those things?
Right.
No, God, no. I wish I did have corns. I'm obsessed with foot callus peelings, corn removals, blackhead popping.
Oh, yeah. I like watching those videos.
I can watch that all
Dr.
fucking
Pimple Popper? Or do you like doing it on people?
Well, that, I like doing that on people, but I like my wife, her feet, like, she's like, oh, I don't know what's wrong with my feet. They're dry. I was like, just leave them alone. She built up enough callus for me to peel.
Dude, I have a zit on my ass if you want to pop it.
Dude, I'll pop it.
Right here live.
My friend one time
let me adjust the camera.
My friend had a pimple like right in his butt crack.
That's
like
kind of where it's at, yeah.
And he's like, can you see what this is? And I saw it and I was like, bro, let me pop it. Let me pop it, please.
It's right on his chocolate.
Yeah, I went in there. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to fucking squeeze that thing.
Hey, do you lick your wife's toes?
Let me see. Well, there was one time I did, but
One time I did.
her toe cut the roof of my mouth.
It was your first and your last.
Not my first or my last. Yeah.
I know. I was telling you, I want to grow my toenail, the big toenail, long enough so I can sharpen it a little bit. And so when a criminal comes in, I'll just be like, stop right there.
It's like an extra weapon. Or you can snort your cocaine off that.
Fucking build gangrene.
Will you be able to bring your toe to your nose?
Probably. I told my wife, I was just like, I'll accumulate athlete's foot and then grow the toenail. And there'd be enough fucking bacteria on there that if I did cut somebody at the fucking throat, they die from sepsis or something. They're going to suffer. Yeah, they're going to suffer. They'll fucking never break into my house ever again. That's Big Toe Joe. Don't go in his house.
That's Fungus Joe.
That's Fungus Joe. Hey, man.
He's a fun guy.
Shout out to my boy Johnny Duncan. He said you made the shirt that you're wearing, bro.
He did?
That's what he said.
Burritozilla. Yeah. Iguanas.
I guess
shit.
He's an artist.
That is a Johnny Duncan portrait.
It looks like a Johnny Duncan, man.
Hey, you know what? I am looking for an artist for a shirt.
Boom.
For me. So hit me up, bro.
Let's go, Johnny.
Look, that
there
just
you
happened.
go. Boom.
I need some new designs for Chancla Academy. Because unfortunately, the person I had before that made my other designs is a straight up fucking liberal hack. And he was just like, you can't use my design. I'm like, all right, get the fuck out of here.
Why would he make it then if he can't?
He didn't know I was dude. Everybody thought, look, I don't give a fuck. I love Trump. I'm a Trump dick sucking supporter. All right. When he does this, I want to put my dick in his hands.
So
I want to get jerked off by Trump.
Would you jerk off Trump or Elon Musk first?
Oh man. Well, see, Trump's got two hands. So I'd go in there and be like,
Elon does?
no, but I'm just saying, like Trump and Elon, have them standing in the same room and then put on YMCA and then dun, 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 dun. Whoever comes first, I'm gonna go home with them.
Young man. Young man.
Yeah, he told me I couldn't use the fucking design anymore. So I was just like, God damn, dude. It's so funny because I've had different iterations of like the Chancla Academy logo, and I'm to the point where I'm just like, all right, you know what? I need to find somebody that's not gonna fucking come and cry to me and be like, you can't use my design because my daughter's rights. Fuck you.
Well, Johnny's been through a lot, but I don't see him crying. So
No.
yeah, but he did say, "I got you, dude. I got you, my dude." So
yeah,
we'll get you connected with him, man.
Yes, please do. I'm desperate.
Bro, how was your Christmas, man?
Oh God, it was. I went to go see Nosferatu for Christmas. I saw Vampire Dick. That movie is very horny. I've never seen a lot of vampire fuck.
Exactly what you're talking
Was
about.
that on Pornhub or something?
Dude, I left that movie telling my wife that when she's asleep, I'm gonna fuck her the way that vampire fucked that chick because, dude, that movie was really horny. A lot of titties.
Did you get turned on by it?
Dude, yes. It was like softcore porn with like an ugly vampire. I'm all like,
But he had his teeth out and stuff. He sucked her freaking
no, on the
neck.
chest too, bro. Like just the chest. Well, there's a scene in the movie where the guy opens up the coffin and he's gonna try to kill Orlok, and Orlok stands up, and you just see this giant.
He's all hard.
Like what? No, he's it's just flaccid, but it's just huge. I'm like, man, this vampire. I'm all like, if I got up naked standing like that, my wife would just be laughing at me.
Well, it's 3 inches. Bro.
Yeah, it's big, right? There's a lot of hair. Fucking, it's like a baby bird in a nest.
Yeah.
Chew pew pew. I just saw that vampire dick, and I turned and looked at my wife, and my wife was just like
Salivating.
yeah, because there's a part in the movie. There's a lot of like, there's a part on the beach, and you just hear screaming like, ah! She's just getting railed on the beach. Like she's just like
By the vampire?
yeah, by the vampire, and I'm all like, this motherfucker.
Where do I see this movie from? I've never heard of this.
I know what the it's Nosferatu. We took our kids to see this movie too, so. But all I heard was my daughter go, "What the fuck?" My boys, my other son was like, well, my oldest boy, who he's 22, but he walked out of that movie and he's just like, I can't wait for this to come out on 4K. I was like,
Oh yeah, 3D.
or 3D. I was just like, bro, you don't want 3D for that Orlok dick to fucking slap you in the face.
Is this an Evo or something, bro?
No, it's just it's like your traditional Dracula movie, but without all the like Bram Stoker
So
stuff.
you streamed it.
But where'd you watch it at?
Oh, at the movies in the theater.
You watched this in the theater.
In
San Antonio.
in San Antonio.
So
It felt
what,
right.
What
Susie
made you say, man, we got to go watch this movie?
Well, we're into horror, so like I've seen the original like black and white Nosferatu
So it's
film.
horror and porn together.
Pretty much. It's like I mean I don't know if y'all have seen a lot of like vampire movies, but like back in the day, like Interview with the Vampire or what was that one show on HBO? True
Dracula.
Blood. There was a show called True Blood.
Was it
True Blood was very horny. It was very like lust and fucking and all this stuff or whatever. This movie was that. I mean, it's mild. It's not as like super crazy, but it's a really, really, really good movie.
How come vampires only bite on the neck?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Right?
Because it kind of kills if you, just like
the
lions and stuff, they go for the neck.
Yeah, because the jugular, maybe that's where the most blood flows at. So then they
Yeah,
gotta,
that's true. I was curious about that.
It
But in
can-
this movie, they bite everywhere. Huh?
well, just in the chest, just in on the chichis.
Most people go watch Mufasa or what's the other one with the green?
Mufasa.
Wicked.
Oh, I watched Wicked.
But
yeah.
you go watch Vampire Dick.
I watched Wicked 8 times.
Why did you watch Wicked?
No one mourns the wicked. Play that song at my
You
mom's
wanted
funeral.
to go watch it. Your kids didn't want to watch it. You did.
Okay, so
Keep passing it over just so you can play your mom's funeral.
yeah, there's a song, No One Mourns the Wicked. You remember that song in the beginning? No one
Yeah.
mourns the wicked. Wicked. I'm going to play that song at her fucking funeral. When the beginning, they're like, good news, the Wicked Witch of the West is dead. And she lives on the west side, so like it's going to fit fucking perfectly.
Ding dong. The
Which is dead. The fucking bitch is dead. Nah, nah. I wish a house would fall on her. But not with these real estate prices. Yeah, no, it's funny because my wife, like I love musicals. So like Moulin Rouge and just anything that like even The Lion King on Broadway. Like I love musicals. I blame Disney. I knew about Wicked for a long time, and I used to play the Broadway album a few times in the car, and my wife's like, that's gay. Why are you listening to this shit? Now, all of a sudden, she's a Wicked enthusiast. But I said, I wonder how much she really loves this movie. We saw it the first time, and I said, man, I want to go see it in IMAX. So I paid to go see it in IMAX. She saw it again. By the 8th time, she's just like, man, look, I love this movie, but I don't think I could see it another time. I was like, I'm going to watch it in every fucking format I can.
Dude, I heard it's like 3 hours, isn't it?
It's,
like 3 hours?
almost 3 hours. It goes by fast, though. It goes by really fast.
So this Wicked, this is just part 1 of 3,
Yeah.
right? This first movie.
Oh,
that
no,
just
it's
came
just
out.
part
2?
1 and part 2. Part 2 comes out in November 21st.
I don't want to be a spoiler, but it kind of makes the Wicked Witch, the Green Witch, like if she's a hero.
Well, so according to the lore, the Wizard of Oz is the propaganda from the wizard telling his story. So that because, if you know the Wizard of Oz, you know about the fucking wizard. He's a fucking...
He's just a little guy.
He's just a hack. He's not real. Or not that he's not real, but he's not, he's what he's doing
powerful.
he's not powerful, and he's not doing anything for good. So this is the propaganda. That's the Wizard of Oz, and then you have like the real story of like what happened, which I think is interesting. But I mean, the Wizard of Oz itself has done so many books and so many reiterations of the Wizard of Oz. I mean, it's kind of hard to keep up with, but I think this one they adapted it. It's the most popular with Elphaba and Glinda.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've never seen any of it.
You should. You'll be
Never seen Wizard of Oz
fucking.
and everything.
You'll be singing "Dancing Through Life" and shit. You're gonna. It's a great album.
So you like musicals, man?
I love
You like
musicals.
the Nutcracker?
I love the Nutcracker. The
Did you
Rat
guys go
King.
watch that for Christmas?
No, I can't get my family to go. They won't sit through that.
Well, you would like it. It's a
I
bunch of
would.
dudes walking around with freaking bulges in their pants.
I want some back bulges. I want the back bulges.
Did you watch The Joker? The newer one.
I heard it sucked ass.
It was a musical.
I watched like halfway through. Like there's musicals, and then there's whatever the fuck the Joker 2 was.
It was forced, I heard. They were trying to get Lady Gaga just to sing.
Yeah, I was just like, this is. I think Matt Reeves was just like, fuck this movie. I think they were just trying to push him to like get something out for part 2. The first one was so good. I didn't like the ending. I was blown away. But I think because James Gunn took over the new DCEU, and so like they're changing all their bullshit or whatever. But I heard too that the Batman Part 2 that's supposed to come out, they're trying to get that Robert Pattinson Batman to be like the Batman of the DCU, which I hope they do because I think that'd be really cool. It's so funny, right? He played a vampire,
Yeah,
and
now
now
he's
he's
gonna play with that.
fucking went from glitter to fucking leather. That's so gay. That is so. Could you imagine if in the movie he took off his shirt and he still had glitter? I'd fucking laugh. I'd laugh. I'm ugly, and then he pulls it off. I'm like, bro, you have a 6-pack ab and you're glittery. You remember the little white rocks you find on the side? Of the fucking, you know what I'm talking about? Those are those. I was like, oh, it's
shiny.
Edward Cullen. Yeah, fucking.
I like rocks. Yeah.
Dude, my wife dragged me to those movies for 8 years. Every book signing, every fucking everything. I knew that movie inside and out. I didn't even want to. By the end, I was like, like, I hate that movie. I'll never watch it again.
You remember movies like Grease?
Dude, I love Grease. I was in love
what
with
is your
Michelle
all-time
Pfeiffer.
favorite, too?
So Grease 2 is my favorite. Man, Michelle Pfeiffer singing Cool Rider, with the way she rode that fucking ladder, bro. I didn't know what riding was until I saw that bitch get on that ladder.
Dude, all those guys, John Travolta, he looked like 32 years old on there. And then the Frenchie and all these other chicks, they look about
But was
27.
was that the plan?
I don't know. They were supposed to be 16, 17 years
Yeah,
old.
I
The
know,
one
but
that stood
still,
out
you
was
know.
that one T-Bird with the fucking curly hair.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah.
That guy looked like he was 30. I was like, look at that pedophile.
He had crow's feet and
Yeah. They let that PDF in here? What the fuck?
Well, I mean, but now you can. I mean, you can. There's so much stuff you can do, like I mean, AI and all this shit now that you can do for editing.
I don't think
that back then you couldn't.
AI could not save that guy's life. if he looked like that now, there's no AI. That guy is so fucking old.
Chancla, that's like saying you're 16 years old right now.
Kind
The same way. You'd be like, what?
What? Dude, people think when I tell people I'm pushing 40, they're like, oh, I thought you were like 28, 29. I think it's because I'm short. Little people.
He's a little guy.
He's a little guy. Yeah.
He's not done growing yet.
No, I'm not. Anybody got a blue chew? Grow a couple inches in my knees. Could you imagine if there was something you could take to fucking make the shit in between your knees just grow 2 inches? Like, scientists, do something. Neil Tyson.
I always tell people I was 6'3", but I had surgery to get down to 5'6". I want a reduction.
I want a knee reduction, please. I'm tired of being tall. Could you imagine?
All right, what are the pluses of being tall and being tall and being short?
Yeah, what would you do if you were 6'2"?
What would you do?
I'd probably get laid more.
Yeah, that's for damn sure.
I like being short because I mean man, if I want to, I could easily just like run under that table. I can hide a little bit better.
You could have been on Wicked, or
I could
Wizard of
have
Oz.
played a munchkin on Wicked. You know, I don't know. I like being short. I don't know. I just feel like I'm more compact, so I can get around easier.
More compact.
Yeah, like
They got parking spots for me.
walk out all chueco on a handicap spot. Just, I have dwarfism.
Hey, I want to give a big shout out to my boy Diego Hernandez out in Florida. He says they do have growth pills. He said Messi, that's the soccer star, took some growing pills when he was younger.
Oh shit.
So I don't know how tall Messi is.
How much does it cost?
Messi's really not that tall though, right?
What is it? Messi's maybe 5'10", 5'11"?
Oh
Let me
shit.
look it
Diego,
up.
how tall is Messi?
Let me look it up right now.
Yeah, how tall is this motherfucker?
Yeah, that's,
Dude, if you look like Messi, how would that change your life?
Bitch, my life is messy. You know, it's funny. Everybody thinks I'm like almost like 6 feet in my videos, and I'm all like,
he's
I don't know.
5'7". They didn't work.
5'7"?
They didn't fucking work.
Okay. So maybe he was being sarcastic.
Maybe, I don't know.
People meet me for the first time and they're like, "Bro, I thought you were taller."
Oh, it was a steroid treatment, he says.
Oh, okay. Well, they fucking worked in his kicking leg, I'll tell you that. That's probably about it.
At 5'7", yeah.
Oh, yeah. My bad, I didn't mean to catch up.
No, by the way, good job on that graphic you did, bro. Compared to the one I
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Mine looked like a fucking kid with Down syndrome set my shit up.
What he's talking about, guys, if you go to YouTube, you
Oh, I'm sorry, Gabriel. Give context.
Yeah, you'll be able to go and you see this bad boy, you'll be able to see that podcast that we produce for Chancla and Gabe. So heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
And also this graphic here.
Yeah.
I created it on my couch. It took me like 5 minutes.
I was supposed to be riding a big black dick,
I was going to put a dildo.
full balls, but
Yeah, but I said, nah, let's make it PG.
I told him I
put it
want
on
to
a
come in
rocket.
with a bang. Well, this is like a Trump dick right here. America.
It's a MAGA.
That's a
MAGA
that's a
dildo.
MAGA dick.
And you're riding it proudly, man.
Riding
You're
it
looking out into
proudly.
the wild blue yonder.
Looking into the next year. He's looking into the next year.
Yeah.
I would have people message, "Bro, are you gay?
I saw you on the Shoot the Shit podcast.
You're saying a lot of gay shit. Why are you coming on to me?
Why, you want my number?
You want to go on a date or what?"
You want my number?
I had a lot of Taco Bell, bro, so I think only one of us is getting laid tonight.
Holy shit, bro. How was the party the other night, bro?
Dude, it was fun. working at Prestige right now, dude, has been such an amazing thing. Like working with those people. So I got introduced to
Prestige Motorsports.
Prestige Motorsports by Casey from Bud Jones. God, if I don't say her name, she gets mad. It's because of me. So she introduced me to Jake and stuff, and we had brought up Manguera water. There was some other stuff that just kind of like I just met these people. Next thing you know, they're inviting me to host their Moms and Mimosas and do some other things. A lot of really cool opportunities coming up, but they've been so they've embraced me entirely. I don't even pay for a membership to be there. I do whatever the fuck I want.
Hell yeah.
But I love it there. I love it there. And that they have these exclusive events. They did the Gabriel Iglesias Steve Trevino podcast, which was you should have been there because that episode's not going to air. At all. No. Because if you were there, holy shit.
They were too drunk.
They were too drunk. But it was crazy. But and then they did this event with DJ Who Kid, who's I didn't really know much about him other
amazing
than
DJ, bro.
Yeah.
Amazing
so, DJ. We got an opportunity to invite a bunch of people to come and stuff, and they do a good job. They're trying to make it the premier car garage in San Antonio.
Some nice vehicles, man.
Oh yeah,
Porsches,
awesome,
Lamborghinis, Rolls Royce, Bentleys.
Yeah, I've never. Man, I was like, fuck, man. I felt like I was in a museum. I was afraid to touch those cars.
Yeah,
I was
me
touch it.
too.
Dude, I have a Mercedes, and it looked like Section 8 car next to
You don't
some
know
of these.
Section 8 cars. I'll show you. Go look at my Mercedes with its regular gas.
Hey, Gabriel laughed at you, bro, and you're like, should I be putting regular gas in them?
Well, I really wanted a good soundbite from it. I thought I was going to get like a real good reaction in terms of verbally, right? I was hoping he'd be like, "Are you fucking stupid" or something?
Yeah.
But his look,
He just stayed quiet.
his double blink, like, what the fuck, was way better than anything. I was like, I got to get a good soundbite. I got to say something that's going to get people to like,
A banger.
banger, yeah. And sure enough, it worked. I had people that are like, this guy over here, he's saying he drives a Mercedes Benz but doesn't have premium gas. I'm like, bitch, go watch the podcast. You'll find out how I got it.
It was $500,
It
right?
was $500. That's the one thing with Casey from Bud Jones. She's a psychotic little blonde, but super gracious, super helpful. She's like a new best friend to me. And I say like a new best friend. You're not my best friend. But no, I love her to death. She's cool. But her accountant was like, hey, well, so this is what happened. My car got stolen. If you're familiar with San Antonio, I was in a place called Five Palms. And Five Palms is notorious that's where everybody goes and buys their drugs.
That's the hood, bro.
That's the hood. That's more than the hood. That's like dark hood, like the deep state
That's
hood.
the hood hub.
Yeah. So my car was outside, walk back out because my friend's like, come and have breakfast with me. Go to his house, walk out, my car's gone. They
Damn.
stole my car.
That quick.
Yeah, that quick. And within like an hour, it was gone. They stole my tires. They were brand new. They took my tires. They took some stuff from the motor. They found it by Palo Alto College on fucking cinder blocks.
Jeez.
And I was so fucking pissed. But I was like, oh, great. I don't have a car payment anymore. I was like, what do I do? And then her accountant, Madge, was like, I have a car. And so she says it's a Mercedes. And I'm like, fuck, this is going to cost like thousands of dollars. She's like, I'll sell it to you for $500. And I was like, are you serious? And the shit runs smooth. I needed to do some small repairs, but I got it for $500. And then when I found out what kind of gas I had to put in it, I was like, I don't want it anymore. I'm like, I don't want it. This is what I was paying before with regular gas.
Right. Yeah.
So, but no, I mean, I love the car. Casey was, thanks to them, I have a car that I don't have no car payments on whatsoever. Yeah. So, hashtag blessed.
So let's give a quick shout out to Bud Jones. So Bud Jones is on Southwest Military Drive on the south side.
Yes.
I've been there many times when I lived on the south side of San Antonio. Great food. It's like family cooked meals, like chicken fried steak.
Yeah, it's like your diner type.
It's like a diner. Yeah.
Your diner type feel kind of food. Right now, I'm working close with her. We haven't really done a whole bunch these past couple months, just because these past couple months for me have been crazy. But going into the new year, we're starting to make more content that's just what Bud Jones used to make, kind of like bring your family kind of stuff. We're trying to spark interest in a whole new generation to come by and enjoy stuff with their family. Right now, where they're also kind of in a pinch, so they're not closing down or anything like that. But the building is 66 plus years old. It's 100. It's 100 years old.
Wow.
And so the money that they make, they're trying to put that into repairs for the building. And so we're hoping that we do enough with the new marketing that we're going to do that'll bring in more money for them to start making these repairs, better lighting. We just got them to like repaint the walls recently, took some stuff down. They had some COVID stuff up. We took all that shit down so it looks brighter and bigger. So if you're anybody out there that wants to help a small business, you know, with repairs, let me know because we're trying to help them out. But yeah, they want to be there for another 100 years. Because if you've been on the south side lately, it's growing really fast. All that shit from Brook City base is like literally coming over. And I tell her, if we don't do something about this, your restaurant is going to close down. Yeah. Like you're going to be out. But luckily for them, they own the property. They own the building and all of that parking lot, everything that's there all the way to the back. So, I mean, they got a good chunk of change right there too on their hands. So I'm like, maybe wait before you sell. But I would hate to see it go. Yeah. I really hate to see it go.
You remember Cruising Military Drive back in the day?
Fuck yeah, we did a Cruising Military event for them too last month. And man, it was a huge, huge success. We have an Instagram page called Cruising Military. We've posted only a few stuff on there, but man, I mean, the community came out. I talked to a lot of the guys there. They're talking about how, you know, they wanted to revert back to when you just went to hang out. Mm-hmm. Okay, sure, the occasional person smokes some pot, whatever. But now they're talking about that there's too many burnouts and shootings and people just acting stupid. It's a spectacle now, as to the point where these people just hung out just to meet
Didn't
people.
they close down the roads for that sometimes, or no?
They put medians, which kind of deterred everybody back in the day.
Yeah, and now you cannot park anywhere. Like they'll let you park. Like for example, the QT on Military, they'll shut their lights off outside so that you're not allowed to park there.
It's trespassing if you park on it. We used to park at Color Time back in the day.
Yeah, yeah.
You would think that would draw them business? Well, I guess they probably wouldn't draw.
No, it did. It drew in a lot of business for them because it was on their parking lot. It drew a lot of business for them. But you know, sometimes business people look at something and you know they have their ideas about stuff. But
yeah. Nowadays, that probably would be scary. I mean, they used to do that here in New Braunfels. It never was as big as what that was. But even just the small little get-togethers with these car clubs around here, and they used to do it at the old Target parking lot, which is now the home parking lot.
Hey, I want to give a quick shout out real quick. So I noticed something on you, and we're talking about the hood, talking about Military Drive.
Yeah,
Justin's chain there. Was that from Big Dog Tino over at Sod's Jewelry?
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I did a video with Big Dog Tino. I did a video with him. But this
Here,
motherfucker.
show off your chain there, Justin. All right. Look at that. There you go. Big Dog Tino. The king of Texas.
Like Big Dog Tino. Dude, I gave him my personal number, and that motherfucker sends me videos all the time.
Is that the guy you sent me a video on, Johnny?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said we need to get him on the podcast.
Yeah. Dude, that guy owns a couple businesses inside Ingram Mall other than the jewelry store, and he owns a fucking like grocery store.
Really?
Like a small like grocery store.
Like a Michoacan
kind of thing. That. Like I was like, what the fuck? This guy's out here making money and shit. Mm-hmm. But hey, he's a good salesman too, because this guy's like, yeah, let's get you fitted for a girl and all that stuff. Then I get fitted. I'm like thinking like, oh, this guy's gonna gift it to me. He's like, yeah, you can put $200 down today. I was like, man, fuck you. Like
$2,000.
I'm like, I'm out of here. I can't fit. I can't.
But then you got to get a co haircut.
I do. I have a wig.
Oh, do you?
I have a co-wig. Dude, I had posted a photo of me and I told people if this photo gets to 150,000 likes, I will do the haircut. And I think the photo got to like 138,000 likes. Uh-huh. I was so mad because it was so close. By the way, I only asked people to do that because if I would have gotten that 150,000 likes, I would have got a $500 bonus from fucking Instagram. Oh, and I didn't make it. I was like, you motherfucker.
$500 in prizes.
Shit.
Art lessons. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Only the OGs know what the hell that is.
Stop beating my mom. Yeah, no, but speaking of the podcast, I mean, dude, so many doors are opening up with what's going on. I mean, I was just telling Justin the other day, or yesterday, a friend of mine who does celebrity haircuts was telling me that two of the founding members that run a band called Julian K right now from Orgy, from the band, and one of the guys from, I believe he said that they're from Korn, that he's asking them to come and do the podcast. We have Samantha Hernandez, I think it is, from Turning Point USA. Dude, there's a lot of people that are like coming forward in terms, they want to do this podcast. And so I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I did it with Gabriel, or I don't know. I'm just being blessed with a bunch of guests that are going to be coming on.
I'm going to hope that they're doing it because of you, though, bro.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Because they see how funny you are and how much, people person you are.
Yeah, and I think too, the people that are around me want to see me succeed. So they're like, why not give them this? Like we have coming in on the 9th. One of the original Latin kings of comedy, Alex Raimundo, is going to be coming in. He's going to do a podcast here. He's going to do a podcast with me over at Prestige. Having someone like him come out, and it's going to be great. It's going to be a good year of good podcasting. I just hope that people are just receptive to it and they're ready for it, and if not, go fuck yourself.
That's right.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Bro, you got a New Year's resolution?
I'm hoping to make it till my next anniversary.
wait, what do you mean? You're like what?
I'm just hoping to get there. Nah, you know what? I used to do the whole New Year's resolution thing, but now that I put myself in the mindset of you just got to do it, that's it. Like if you have a lifelong resolution, just do it. I never now I look back at like Nike commercials and stuff. I'm like, oh no, man, I fucking get it now.
Yeah,
I get it. I was like, just do it. That's stupid, but just do it. I think for me, when I say I have a New Year's resolution, I'm setting an end goal, and once you get to that goal, it's like, okay, then what do you do from there? I don't have any goals anymore. It's just I'm just gonna do all these things.
Yeah.
There's no goal, and we'll see what comes from that, and see how far I can get to the top. And sometimes it takes a little bit longer to get to the top than with some things, but yeah, I mean, no, I'm gonna continue to do what I'm doing and keep pushing and pushing and pushing until I can't no more. And once I run out, pues ya se acabó todo, and I just go back to being married and miserable.
Just keep building, brother. That's what you do every day. Every day is a canvas. You make it and just fucking do it, and you'll be all right.
Yeah, I think that's what people need to look at. I think people think of me when I talk to most people, they're like, "Oh man, how did you do it? How did you do it? How did you do it?" I used to be that guy. How did you do it? But there's no real method to.
There's no book.
Yeah, there's no book to being successful. It's if you want something, you have to go get it. Like you have to. I never understood what any of that crap meant. I always thought it was a deterrent for people like me. Well, you got to do this and you got to do that and you got to go and get it. And it's just like, you don't want to help me. That's why. But you have to go through all those trials and tribulations of getting to where you're at, so you have an understanding and appreciation for what you do. Because if you don't, if you just get there, I mean, you're not going to understand it. So just do it. Keep grinding. I'm 39. I started this 4 years ago. So that tells you how old I was when I started. You're not too old to do anything. There are 80-year-old grannies on TikTok right now, on YouTube.
Playing Call of Duty,
doing Fortnite. They're making like 80 grand a year doing that shit.
And your grandma, you seen her?
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
He felt her.
I felt it. Yeah.
What did it smell like?
Bengay and fucking coffee.
Cigarettes.
Folgers.
Mijo, bring me my coffee, mijo. It was too far.
I told you we were vulgar.
But yeah, no, I mean, what is your New Year's resolution?
Wait, mine?
Yeah, I'm looking at you. You're really fucking.
Oh man. Well, I
want to see you in a thong.
You want to see me in the thong?
Well, we can make that happen tonight.
We can make that happen, right?
Ooh, I think Moto
I
like you.
I think the OnlyFans start tonight. Then, jeez. Man, bro, I knew this question was gonna come, and I did tell you that I was a little heated earlier. I think, man, it's like a 4-year process of what I've been going through mentally. So I'm loving where I'm at mentally.
Yep.
So this is gonna be year number 4 that I'm going into. And I remember this question we did last year, and I talked about being disciplined, and I fucking did it, And this year if it had to do with the podcast, if it had to do anything with Social Plug Media, I stayed disciplined, and I wanted to make sure that we fucking made an impact this year.
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty proud of that, And as we got closer to December, I'm like, fuck, man, should I be happy where my work's at? Should I not? And I'll be real with you, Chancla. What you did with Gabriel and including us and myself, man, it really gave me a boost. So thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
But just overall, man, my New Year's resolution is to keep the discipline going.
Yeah.
This will be year number 2 of really going hard at this Social Plug Media stuff and our podcast, Kick Rocks, man. And I'm just so blessed to have people like Johnny and our group around to keep us motivated. But the discipline gets to keep going. And I want to put it in different places this year, though, like my health and things that I've been trying to do already. But my resolution is going to stay disciplined, man.
You can't lose too much weight because then you'll lose a lot of that ass. And
I'm
that's
going to
not
lose
good.
it, bro. I'm going to have to, bro.
You know, I will like piggyback off of what you're saying. Like when I first met you, dude, there's a lot of people that I've met. Trust me, I've met a fuck ton of people that come up to me and they're like, I want to help you. I want to be a part of something, whatever. And you necessarily didn't like sell yourself to me in that way. Like, hey, let's do something together. I just saw how passionate you were about what you were doing. And it just reminded me of like me when I was starting. Like I just wanted an opportunity. I just wanted to show people what I could do. And that was it. Like I wanted somebody to see me because at the end of the day, like I learned that sometimes you just have to put yourself out there. Like there's people that I've met and I put myself out there like, hey, give me an opportunity. And they did. And I saw you and I know we were talking about everything you were talking about. And for me, and I say this, I'll say this out proudly. And I say this because I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks. Sooner or later, you're going to get to a point where the people that didn't want to fuck with you are going to want to fuck with you, but it's their fucking loss because it is so hard to find people that have as much passion and dedication and as drive as you and Johnny do to do what you're doing, especially you, because you got a lot on your plate, right? So, but it's really fucking hard to find people like you. It is extremely difficult. Everybody wants to be a part of something. Everybody wants to ride the coattails of others, and then they think that they're going to get to where they're going to get to. Because I'll tell you, there's just some people that think they're funny. They're not funny at all. They're doing what they're doing for whatever the fuck reason they're doing it. But if anybody ever overlooks you, man, I feel sorry for them because I'm going to tell you, this year alone, this is why I'm working with you. Like for everybody that doesn't know, I've literally have asked Justin and Johnny to help me do what I'm doing with the podcast and stuff and the growth that I'm going to have because I know that this is y'all's time and I'm going to use whatever opportunities I get to help you grow because I want to see you grow. I would be damned if I let you just fucking fall to the wayside. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. Like I can't.
Yeah.
So for anybody who might think differently of you and doesn't want to fuck with you, well, you go fuck yourself. And don't be calling me and being like, can I come and do your show?
All right. Well, I appreciate that, man. Because again, like, man, I actually today when I got up this morning, I was just thinking about like our podcast today and just kind of where we're at. And there's a lot of shit, man. And you know, I was down, and I'm not gonna say this on camera why I was down, but I will say that
Down on your face, ass up.
right.
Ass down, face up. No, opposite. That's the way.
That's
we
weird.
Like
That would be a weird.
yeah, that would be. That would be weird.
No, but I sat there and I was like, you know what, man? Like, I used to think like I needed something or someone or something like that, right?
We always we want validation from the people around us that we care about.
Yeah.
And that was something that I had always wanted. I wanted validation I wanted the pats on the back.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's no lie when they tell you that it's very lonely at the top. It is. Dude, I have 5 friends. 5. That's it. I consider you one of them. Jared, my camera guy, this 18-year-old kid who does the makeup and stuff. I have a very small group of people. Everybody else around me is an acquaintance. Because you know what? As they say, cliche, everybody's in your life for a season. They're going to go away. They're not going to be there all the time. But you build the relationships you have. And, you know, yeah, I mean, I was there too, man. I wanted validation. Yeah. But once I realized that I was never going to get it, I was just like, fuck it. Here's how you get the validation. You produce that podcast. Me giving you that, not giving you that, but asking you to do that.
Yeah.
There it is. That's your validation right there. You did that. Okay. Me sitting across that man, I did that. Right?
Yeah.
You know, you did that. There it is. There's your validation. Guess what? 2,000 people have seen that podcast already.
Dang, hell
right?
yeah. Mm.
That's your validation right there. You look at it every day and you say, I fucking did that.
Oh, yeah.
And when people ask you, what have you done?
Boom.
Right there. And then whether they want to be like, yeah, you know, okay, whatever. Fuck them. Fuck them. They're going to hate you because they're going to be like, well, you only got it. Yeah. Because of my hard work and dedication, I got to that point.
Right there. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. And that's where I kind of went with myself today too. When I walked out the door, was like, man, I've created this basketball program that, you know, I wanted people to be around and create a team with, but they didn't stick around. I had the wrestling company back in the day. You know, that didn't work out for certain reasons, but I should have never went away.
Yeah.
That shit should still be here, just like it should be with my basketball. But I let, you know, certain things and emotions take that away. And then look what I'm doing today. Like the podcast is growing, our media company is growing. And I think, you know, just overall, it's like, dude, quit being a bitch, man. Like, you know,
Exactly. You have to tell yourself
you're doing
that.
good things, man. And again, like as down as I wanted to be, that is what it is though, Chancla. Like, I'm not saying I'm up here, but I'm not down here, and nor am I in the middle anymore.
Yeah, but there's a difference when you know that you're good at something, and that took me a long time to figure out. Because let me tell you something. I really don't like the word humble. I learned look up the word humble and what it really means. It's more of a what's the word I'm looking for? It starts with the letter D, and it's not dick. It's more of a way to kind of keep the poor people at bay, kind of thing. It's not really meant to be used in a positive way. It's kind of to keep you down.
Humble means non-essential, irrelevant, below average.
Yeah, exactly. So, oh, you're right. He is good at this. So you should talk more. When people check you, when people tell you to be humble, it's to me when they tell me be humble, I feel like they're telling me know your place, get back down here, right? No, you have to be that person and say, I did this. Because of my talent, I'm here. Because of this, I'm here. So I am extraordinary. Because, dude, it's like 1 in a fucking million to find people like you or for what Johnny does or what I do to go out there and do the shit that we do. Trust me, go out there right now and ask somebody to do what you do.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
It's hard. Yeah. It's hard. You have to put some respect on your name.
Dude, we have to normalize being able to showcase our skills and to help people. That's the only way people are going to know that we're available and resourceful to help. If you're just quiet and humble, no one's going to know anything about you. And I tell business owners and podcasters, whoever, people in general, get out there. You're not bragging. All you're doing is endorsing your skill set.
Yeah.
That's it. And we all have a skill set. It's hard to do what JRock does. It's hard to do what I do, and it's hard to do what you do. But we have the skill set. And you said earlier, we don't ride anybody's fucking coattails, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody. We are pioneers. We are OGs in a lot of aspects.
Yeah.
And it gives me excitement when people reach out to me. Hey, Johnny, hey, can you give me advice on this business? Or, hey, I used to be an Air Force recruiter. Hey, can you give me advice on how to get this kid in the Air Force, how to change his life? We change lives, man, whether it's on a podcast, giving inspiration, motivation, advice, education, or in real estate, we help people.
Yeah.
And my New Year's resolution in 2025 is doing the same damn thing I'm doing today.
Yep.
But just at a higher level, even more intense, even more deliberate.
Yeah.
And dominating any industry that I'm in. And I'm not bragging. I'll look at the camera right now and say, I have a fucking skill set that nobody else has.
Yep.
Nobody can do what we do.
Yep.
And I dare somebody to sit in my shoes and say, man, I can do that. Bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's not bragging. It's just being confident and being mindful of what we do.
Yeah.
We have a skill set and a studio, and we have a lot of investment, blood, sweat, and tears that we put into this business. And we are passionate.
Yep.
And I take offense if somebody says, man, I can do that. Sure, you can, but it takes a lot of experience and a lot of skins on the wall. We have skins on the wall.
Yeah.
That all these relationships that we build. It's hard hosting a podcast, especially with somebody like Fluffy or just anybody.
Yep.
So kudos to you, my man. Kudos to JRock. Dude, you are invaluable. And anybody who says that you're not valuable, fuck them.
Yeah. Fuck them.
You know, and that's just the way I see it. And I tell you that all the time.
Yeah, you do, man.
Dude, anybody who is at a higher level than you is going to be mindful that you are trying to be successful and you're trying to get up on the ladder. And the critics are the ones below you.
They're pulling you down.
That couldn't
you.
Couldn't hold your jockstrap. That couldn't do what you do.
I always see the people that criticize you the most are the ones projecting because they wish that they could be doing what you're doing. Right. So they create this delusion around them that, you know, look, I don't give a fuck about people and what people think. I don't say this out loud. You can travel with comedians all you fucking want. You can do all these things, right? I've seen those people. I've met those kinds of people, right, that are riding coattails or they're just, oh, I was with this person. I was with this person. I did this for that person. Okay, so why are you still hosting? Why don't you have your own show? Why aren't you headlining? Why aren't you doing all these things? Right. And it's just like when people, when you hear what people have to say about people, right? And you hear it and it's just kind of like, man, you're a miserable fucking hack. Like, you could be doing something better with yourself, but you're not. Like, this is your mindset. And it's just like, I feel sorry for those people. Yeah. Those are the people that are going to see you in 5 to 10 years. And then they're going to be like, fuck, I should have. I'm telling you right now, I have a lot of people that didn't believe in what I was doing. When I said I was going to do my first Rock Fest, there's a guy, he lives here in New Braunfels. His name is, oh my God, I forgot his name. I'm sorry.
We'll figure it out.
I hate him. No, I'm just kidding. No, but he's in a band called West Creek. He lives here in New Braunfels. I can't even, man, that just tells you how I push people out of my mind. Yeah, no, I mean, he came to me. I did my first Rock Fest. He believed in me. He's like, we're going to fucking do it. We did it in 3 months. Put on a whole Rock Fest in 3 months. And you need people like that. Like when I saw you, the same way he gave me the opportunity and believed in me, I was just like, I have to pass that on. Mm-hmm. I have to. Because you just don't never know what people, you never know. Maybe this leads to something much bigger for me, you, Johnny, and everything else that we do. You've told me about where you want to be. I know a little bit about where you want to be. You scare me a little bit.
I get a little passionate, man.
Yeah, he does.
No. See, but that's the thing is people lack passion. People lack passion, Like I wish people had more drive. Now you have people who are like, well, I don't know. And,
I don't know if I want to do this. But really in their head, they're like, I don't know if I want to give you my time.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to do that with you, right?
You should have the same amount of confidence of the people that aren't doing, like that do this, but are failing at it miserably. You should have the same confidence as those people that are literally one particular person. You should have the same confidence that person has who's going absolutely nowhere. You should have that same fucking confidence, but you're actually doing something.
Yeah.
No,
hell yeah, man.
Dude, I just like seeing people succeed, man. When people are successful, it gives me goosebumps. I'm like, hell yeah, look at this guy. He's doing it. When I see somebody out on the trail who's big and they're running, I'm like, hell yeah, look at that guy. When I see somebody who's...
Why are you looking at me, cabrón?
No, he's like, I like when I see a guy on the trail and he's big. I'm like, oh yeah.
Because he's working, man. And when I see people doing social media content or getting out there, doing anything positive, I'm like, hell yeah. I tell my wife, look at that guy. He's killing it.
Yeah, so, can we invite him over? No, I mean, just to piggyback on what you said. Invite him over. I made this into a really gay podcast. No, I mean, I think for me too, it's, if I say anything, what are my last words on this podcast today is, because I know I'm like, hear myself, I'm like, dude, I fucking talk a lot. I grew up never being given an opportunity ever. I was overlooked by a lot of things and by a lot of people. And now that I have the platform that I have, like literally before my grandmother passed away from COVID, like her dying wish to me was take care of the people that have taken care of you. And if you ever have a voice in this world, make sure to give as much opportunity as you can.
Oh, yeah,
now I'm learning what that actually means and who to give it to. Can't give it to everybody because not everybody wants the opportunity that you want to give them. A lot of people just want a free ride. But, that's what I want to do because I never had it. I'm almost 40. And again, I tell people, doesn't matter how old you are, just do it. Chase your dreams. Go for it. You have this one life.
Yep.
Just fucking do it. At least when you die, you'll be like, I did some of the stuff I wanted to do. I didn't fucking, rot away in my parents' house or at my home miserable with my family. Trust me, I've sacrificed a lot in my family, like a lot. Like I've had some scary moments of losing my house, my car, not eating for 3 weeks. Well, I mean, we had food, but I mean, like not being able to buy groceries. It's a risk. It's a challenge, but you gotta just fucking do it. Like take that risk. And I'm not saying if your wife leaves you, let her leave you, but like do what you gotta do. It's not, I want to say it's hard, but it's not hard. I guess because you just gotta fucking do it. You're gonna have to deal with the shit that comes with it at the end of the day.
And it's gonna make you better. At the
It's
end of the day,
it
too.
is. I trust me. I'm a much better person today for doing the stuff that I've done so far. So I can't complain. I have nothing to complain about in my life right now.
Oh yeah.
Other than I have to eat my wife's hamburger helper tonight.
Her fideo, her spam.
Dude, the fideo she makes is disgusting. She boils it like spaghetti.
Dude, you know there's YouTube that she can look at and TikTok.
Bro, she's white. She doesn't do it. She's like, I know what I'm doing. We colonized your country, didn't we? She's fucking German too, bro.
Oh shit, that's a good mix right there.
Yeah, she's German.
I'm not gonna say nothing bad about your wife's cooking, man. Never had it.
No, well, I mean, the only good thing, I don't have any Jewish friends because of her. They're like, oh, your wife's baking? She loves to bake, sir.
That's funny.
They leave.
That's funny. Dude, 2025 is gonna be a great year, man.
It is. It's gonna be great.
If you manifest it, it's gonna happen for you.
Yep.
And if you complain and you're whining about shit, it's gonna be a shitty year.
Yeah, don't
That's pretty
complain.
much the bottom line.
Yeah. Oh, damn. That's the bottom line.
Because Stone Cold said so.
Oh hell yeah.
What was that? That was more of like a...
Yeah.
That's a beer, bro. Oh hell yeah.
What?
You hold your beer
What?
like this?
Stone Cold, bro. Stone Cold, hell yeah.
Dude, we appreciate your time. Value
I
your
appreciate
time.
you.
We value your friendship and the relationship we've built with you. We're looking forward to all the great things you're going to do in 2025 and the great guests that you're going to connect with and highlight. And hopefully you don't talk over everybody on your podcast.
I tried to shut the fuck up as much as I could today. It's a lot harder than you think.
You know, JRock, I appreciate you, man.
Oh yeah, I appreciate
I love you
y'all,
like a
man.
brother.
Hell yeah, likewise, bro.
You've done great things, and always make sure that you know your value and your worth. You are more valuable than you fucking realize, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we truly
Appreciate it, bro.
appreciate you and
Oh,
your
yeah.
skill. You have a great skill set, and you make Social Plug Media look good. You make me look good. So
He can clap without his hands.
yeah. And here's a fun fact. He's got a big butterfly on his nalgas.
Oh, you do.
So it flies away sometimes.
Let me see that mariposa.
There's a song about that. Mariposa. So
Oh, that song's about your culo. Okay.
Now
So-
you know. Now you know.
with that said, everybody, hey, thank you guys for watching. Hey, where can we find you though, bro?
Oh, you can find me on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, Chancla Academy. I don't got
it.
210 in there. I'm not that kind of person.
On Facebook, there's some imposters though, right?
There are some imposters, but you'll find me as Joe Coronado. I do have a Chancla Academy page, but luck of the draw.
Yeah.
You figure it out. I can't help you.
Look at the draw.
Hey, and for 2024, we're thankful for all of you that have supported us, that watched us, that have engaged with our live podcast and shared our stuff and our content. And we have a lot of great ideas. JRock and I have a lot of great ideas and a lot of great visions for where we want to go. From creating a Monday morning show.
Which we start on Monday.
We start on Monday.
Start next Monday, yeah. So make sure you come check out our morning show on Monday.
All right. So I know a little bit about that, but yeah, I'm not going to deep dive on that. But yeah,
We'll have everything out within the next day or two.
Yep.
Yeah. So probably by Friday morning, you'll know exactly what we're going to be doing. So should be pretty fun.
So you can find us on socialplugmedia.net. We're all over TikTok, Facebook. We need to boost up our Instagram, man. We're not where we need to be on Instagram. That's one thing we've been lacking on.
That's my job.
That's your.
That's actually coming from him.
That's
He's the
your
one that
wheelhouse.
motivated us to get our Instagram going.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there you go.
We're all over Facebook, but
I'm
we
for
need
hire.
we need to move the needle. So thank you, Joe Coronado, aka Chancla Academy, for coming out here. You could be anywhere in the world, bro, on New Year's Eve, but you're here with us.
Yeah, well, I just use this as an excuse to get away from my wife.
And her cooking, because she said she had hammered help her cooking, and you were like, no, I got a podcast.
It's beef
today.
stroganoff today.
All right, everybody. You are unplugged from the Shoot the Shit podcast, and we will talk to you soon. Let's level up in 2025. And you can do that.